Hi. Jai Gurudev,
Okay.
Beatriz.
Jai Gurudev. Nice to see
You.
you.
Nice to see you.
You're
How are
looking
you?
good. I'm very happy, very, very happy.
Uh, Everybody in India and from many countries, people are messaging me. They loved your story, Guru Stories.
Is it already live?
Yeah,
Wow.
we already premiered.
Oh, well, you should send me the copy, the link.
Yeah. So all of you who have joined now, we have Beatriz online, and you can put in the comments how you liked her story. And today we are going to listen to some of more stories from her.
Oh, more stories.
And some questions we will take, which our viewers have asked. If that is okay with you, Beatrice.
Very good. I'm ready for anything. If it is regarding Gurudev, I'm ready.
Okay. So, Beatrice, I'll mention few people who have commented and who are commenting now. I'll mention their comments. I'll read them out. And people who have joined, I'll request you that there are 4 links in the description. Beatrice has shared her stories, so go and watch them. So Siddharth is saying heart touching, so much energy and devotion. Gauri Tyag Rajan is saying thank you Gurudev for giving us Beatrice's story. Thank you. Uh, Hope everyone will know his presence here.
Mm, very nice. You know, somebody from Australia wrote to me, and it must be when you premiere the
Yeah.
video, because some me saying, please send blessings, and I want to do this. Very nice. Congratulations. Uh-huh.
So this is creating waves here. Your stories are creating waves here.
Very good. Very good. This is the idea, to create waves for people to wake up and realize time has arrived. Time is now. Not wait and make meditation, Gurudev, and breath epidemic. We don't need to wait for any other epidemic. We need to just go on now with meditation, make it viral. Make it viral. Very good.
All is saying miraculous stories. Poonam is saying beautiful to hear. Beatriz and so many other people have commented similar way that they just love listening to your stories. Beatriz, I want to ask you, how did you feel after sharing all these stories?
I feel very, very happy. Anything that is related with the master, I feel very happy. Day before yesterday, that we had this very auspicious day. We had a puja with 900 people here in Latin America. There are so many devotees. I mean, maybe close to 1 million have taken the program in Latin America. And this is for, Catholic countries, for countries who are not uh, aware of the Vedic knowledge. Like for you in India, every second family has an altar in the house, every second family has a guru. But for us, this is not very common. And nevertheless, there are so many. We just contacted people, and 900 people sat to pray and to ask for auspicious beginning of things. And at that moment, the phone rings, and it was Guru there. Oh, Guruji! So I would put his face on the screen, and everybody crying. And there was one lady who, one Ayurvedic doctor. She's an Argentine lady. She went to India for 7 years, and she learned to become a doctor in India. And she had many people in her house, so she went to another house to do the puja. And this lady, the hostess, she'd never taken the program. She didn't know Guruji. So when I came on the screen with his face, she started crying. And she said, oh, this lady, she was contagious, nothing to do with me. Nothing to do. She saw Gurudev and she started crying. I said to the lady doctor, now she has to take the program. Imagine, she said, I saw Gurudev for the first time. And she was crying. Isn't this beautiful? Somebody not have any idea about Guruji, Art of Living or anything. She was just hosting this young daughter to do the puja in silence at her place. And when she saw the master, and she was down south in Patagonia by the Andes, between Chile and Argentina. So that far, his love is reaching.
Beatriz, this is a question again, which is related to this. This question is by Dhruv, and Dhruv is asking, whenever I see Gurudev or Gurudev's photo, or whenever I listen to these stories on the channel by various teachers, I feel like crying. I don't know why this is happening.
This
He
happens
mentioned that he had
because...
just done the course 2 weeks back.
Oh, 2 weeks back. Very good. Because this is not related to the teachers, it's related to your blossoming. When you are beginning to blossom, you've taken the program, you have made contact with your heart, have made contact with the origin of life, with your, the layer of the self, because you've gone through the mind, the breath, and your body, breath, mind, intellect, memory, and the self. So you are in touch with that, and you are more sensitive, and you will cry more, and this is beautiful. Cry when you hear, when I saw Rishiji's story, I also cried because his devotion was so great. So it is very normal, very nice.
Beatriz, there is again one more question from Siddharth, and Siddharth is asking, which is your favorite place in India, in Bangalore, Ashram, India, and why? Is there any related story to that? We already had so many stories, but if anything more.
In Bangalore Ashram, of course, the whole ashram is like paradise. In Bangalore, I like to be by the kutir, wherever the kutir is. In the old times, the kutir back there, the little kutir, and now Ganga. When I go up that hill, just when the chain goes down and then you just start walking up the hill, and even the energy in the hill already is manifesting. It is different. You feel such silence, no questions, no worries. And then finally the door opens into the kutir, and it is amazing. That is my very favorite place. Of course, there is beauty everywhere, and I like it also by the Vedic school and where the shrines are. But to me, going to Bangalore and being next to the kutir is the epitome of happiness. And when I see Gurudev, then there is nothing else.
Wow. So this is again a question. First, I'll read this comment. The comment is by Catherine, that yes, full of devotion, will also be like this, every second being, thinking and working for him. So you have inspired so many people. So there is again a question following to that by IR, and she's asking, I am Catholic and my family is religious. When I'm following Art of Living, how can I convince them that this is not against any religion?
Art of Living is not a religion. Art of Living is a way of life. It's a movement. Art of Living is the spiritual path. And you can be religious and not be spiritual. You can be religious and be spiritual. You can be spiritual and be religious. And you can be spiritual and not be religious. There is an openness to that. I am also Catholic. I also have a very conservative Catholic family. And nevertheless, I don't deny any of my beliefs because Gurudev said, we are all one. We are all one. Whether it is Buddha or whether it is Christ or whether it is this, I follow my heart, and my heart says, this is beautiful. We're all one. I respect the plants. I respect the animals. I respect the flowers. I respect the human beings. I respect all the religions and follow my religion and my spiritual path. So no worries at all. And your family, just tell them to take the course with me, and you will see how they will also smile. Many monks, many nuns, and many priests have taken the program, and they are very, very happy. And they are now happy nuns, that's
all. Beatriz, there is another question, and this is This has been asked by many in India. Usually I ask this question to all the people I interview, but somehow we missed this question when I interviewed you. Uh, so this is a question from all of us Indians. What is Gurudev for you, Beatriz?
For me, he is a mixture of everything. He is my leader. I listen to him. He is my operations guru, meaning that whether I'm going to invest in buying a house, I ask for his opinion. If I'm going to go to another country and there is danger, there is turmoil, I'll ask him, is there anything I should know? He replaces my mom and dad. They've passed now, but I feel like he protects me like a mom. I feel also like his mother. So I want to baby him. I want to look after him. And then I say, oh, mera pyare bacha. Oh, mera pyare bacha. So I tell him these sweet things that you tell to a baby. So to me, he's a baby. He's so dainty. And then sometimes he is acting like an emperor. When he came, for example, during the world, our last anniversary, and we were in Delhi and there were 6 million people there, and he walks into the crowd or he walks into the stage, and with the presence of an emperor. There is no baby then, but it's a mixture of feelings, and I'm very, very happy that he covers all the areas. I need nothing except him.
Is there any complimentary story you would like to share which you have not shared in the recording? After recording, you might have remembered a few more stories.
Oh, I'm so busy now teaching. It is a miracle how people on the screen, I tell the students, it is like chocolate box, when they give you a big birthday chocolate box and you see little boxes like this. And my students taking the Art of Living program become like pieces of chocolate, and they are crying. They are just so inspired. They are so in such gratitude just by listening to the Sudarshan Kriya and by meditating with his voice. And in 5 days, 4 days, how they blossom over the screen, it is a miracle. Because I used to think, my goodness, how can anybody feel anything over the screen? It is really wonderful. Last night I finished a program and there were hundreds on the screens. And one young woman, she said, I cannot believe that I am dancing, that I'm so shy, I'm such an introvert, and how this program has changed me in just a matter of a few days. Here in Argentina, we teach 4-day programs, 3 hours each day. It's a little bit longer so that we can show videos of Gurudev. Every day there is a video of Gurudev, and people are in such gratitude. That itself, it's a Guru story, that he put the magic over the screen, that only by seeing the video, only by hearing the Kriya, they just become, so soft and so moved by looking at him. Yeah.
Wow. Beatriz, we had wonderful time with you. There are so many comments which people are even putting in the comment section now. There are so many comments people have mentioned in your video on YouTube channel. So there are these 4 parts we have recorded, these Guru stories with Beatriz. So all of you who have not yet watched these amazing, amazing Guru stories, this is a good opportunity. You can go and watch these stories on this channel. The link is there in the description. Beatriz, are you planning a book? This is a question by many of them.
My book already is out. It is not translated. It is called From Gin Tonic to Meditation, like from champagne to meditation. That has not been translated yet. I will translate it now that people have more time in their homes. And my other book is the stories that I've never told, but I have to wait for that because the stories that I never told, they're too crispy. So we have to wait and see. Right now, I'm just planning to hire a charter flight to go from Argentina to Gurudev. So whenever they open the gates, the plane is chartered, everybody has, online to purchase the tickets, and they are saying they don't want to go to Mallorca, they don't want to go to Goa, they don't want to go to Nepal, they want to go to see him. And imagine when we went to Patagonia, because Gurudev always wanted to go, we rented 2 planes. And when we finished with the first plane, we were afraid if we charter the second flight, that is, costing $40,000, $50,000. And if we don't sell the seats, then we will have to come up with that money, and nobody has that much money. So then that night when we were also worried, and they were saying, no, Beatriz, we'll go only in 1 flight. But I knew that so many more Argentines wanted to go with him to Patagonia. So then I said, if we don't risk, we will never grow. And no, the others said no. That night, Gurudev called and said, oh, how is everything? How is the arrangements for the trip? I said, very good, Guruji, but we are doubting if we should take a second flight. And if we don't sell the tickets, the seats, then we will lose so much money. And he said, no, go for the second flight. So we rented the second plane, and we chartered 2 airplanes, and we flew one behind the other to Patagonia, to the beautiful glaciers in the middle of the desert, and walking by the glaciers with Gurudev. The air is pristine, the Himalayas equivalent, which is the Andes, pristine, everything. People were just melting, crying with him. It's so beautiful. And he likes it out there for some reason, I don't know. It's close to the southern pole, and he thinks the poles are entry to beautiful energy. I think so. Yeah.
Beatriz, you have climbed Mount Everest twice.
Yes.
You have been to the remotest places in the world, African tribes who just speak in the language of sounds. Many other places you mentioned. There are videos about you on internet. And still you feel that this path is more exciting, more enjoyable than what you had.
Nothing is like this path. Nothing. Once you find your master, this is what do I want to climb the Everest for? I did this climbing, and I went scuba diving in the Barrier Reef in Australia, looking for him. I was looking for him. I knew there must be something. I didn't know I was looking for him, but I was looking for him, going non-stop. Then I learned 7 languages. I learned Italian, and I learned French and Portuguese and English. And then I started Chinese, 9 years Chinese. I learned Chinese. I went to Taiwan for the scholarship, and I studied in the university, thinking this may be it. There must be something I have to find. It was not Chinese, it was him. So when I found Gurudev, then, I'm happy I learned Chinese. Not that I'm happy I met Nelson Mandela, George Bush, Maradona. I interviewed all these, presidents and all these famous people, the Princess Diana from the UK, and her mother-in-law, the Queen, and her ex-husband, the Prince Andrew and Prince Philip. All of them I have met, interviewed. When I met Guruji, nobody matches him. There is an energy, there is a vibration, which is nothing related to anybody. I mean, I'm sure there is other masters somewhere in the planet. I'm not saying he may be the only one, but him compared to all these mundane people, kings and queens. I have traveled throughout the Muslim countries, the Arab countries, and, I have traveled, I met Bedouins and princesses, nothing like him. His vibration is so high that either you're crying or you're blank or you're in ecstasies, like if you have taken marijuana. So it is, even if I say this, I shouldn't mention marijuana, but it is true. Youth are looking for that, and they go into smoking pot. thinking they'll get the kick, and it is nothing. It is a physical experience. And meeting him, it is a vibrant soul experience of beyond the body. But smoking marijuana is just the body. Like acupuncturist could do the same feeling for you. Mm-hmm.
So this is a very beautiful question. I don't know how to pronounce this name, but yeah, the Sebastian. It's a question from Sebastian. How will you describe the emotion of devotion?
Devotion is respect, and you have devotion for many things that you don't realize. You have devotion for your children, devotion for your job, you have devotion for anything you love. Even some people love their motorcycles, and you have devotion for the motorcycle. So is devotion is a feeling that it is intense longing, intense love, and you could have it for many things. And then when it comes to the peak, it is devotion for something beyond, something that you don't want to possess. It is divine. And that experience is sublime. You know, when you get to that feeling, then it is devotion. And you don't expect anything in return. When you love a partner, you want the partner to love you. And when you love your motorcycle, you want your motorcycle to give you pleasure and to make you travel. When you love the master, you don't expect anything in return.
Beatriz, there are so many teachers and volunteers watching this. What 3 learnings you had on the path which you would like to share with them?
I would like to tell them not to get involved into politics. There is politics in the planet Earth. There will be people fighting. Some people ask me, how come he's an art of living teacher, or she's an art of living teacher, and she's fighting and she's complaining and this. If we would not complain, we would not fight, we would be enlightened in another planet. We are here in this earth to be normal. And I tell them not to get in, do not stop because of politics and because of fights or arguments. And you tell me this, why did you speak to me like that? Just keep going and never stop. Because if you do the master's job, he will do your job. So just keep going and never stop. I never stop. I teach every day. I sometimes twice a day. I have conferences and calls every day, sometimes 3 times per day. And there is no time to waste because he's now live walking this planet. What are you waiting for? And for those of you who are in India, even more so, because, you know, in India, you have him so close.
That's true. We are also waiting here for lockdown to open. And,
yep.
You know.
My charter flight will reach first.
Let's see about that. But I hope to see you soon in the ashram. I would like to welcome you on the gate.
Very good. Very, very good. I love to see you there, and hope that he opens up the gates again soon. I know that many people are getting sick, but the blessings, his blessings, he keeps saying, I'm with you, I'm with you, I'm looking after you. And I know he is that. So many of us got the COVID, and we will all got better in 4 or 5 days, and we were, tested positive, and 1 or 2 days of coughing, 1 or 2 days of fever, and here we are back again to work, back again to everything. So no need to fear, because then I think this era, so many people are just getting into problems. Is it? What is the name of this era?
Kali Yuga.
Kali Yuga. Thank you. Kali Yuga is giving us many good things as well, but many hard times. And we have to, all of us knew that we are coming into the planet for Kali Yuga. So we just have to be patient, that's all. I've been told that in Kali Yuga, when you are in the path, you walk for 1 step, you walk 3, because we knew it is a hard time in the planet. So in the development, in the developing process to the spirituality, we, walk one step, but cover three. So it's 2 in 1 or 3 in 1. So that's fantastic. 3 in 1.
Thank you, Beatriz, for your time today. This was a promo session. We have recorded almost 4 parts with lots of Guru stories with Beatriz, and all of you, I'll request all of you to go and check those Guru stories with Beatriz, and so many other senior teachers have also shared their experience of great with Gurudev Sri Sri Ravi Shankar ji. So I'll request all of you to go and check those videos and comment about your experience. We are already receiving so many comments that while listening to those videos, first of all stories are miraculous. All stories are so much, she had shared it from her heart. And so many comments we have received that while listening to those stories, we all felt that the devotion got rekindled. And again, so many people have commented tears of gratitude. Thank you, Beatriz, for your time.
Thank you for taking this initiative, a very bright initiative of spreading the love of the Master. Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Thank you.
All the viewers, I would like to inform you that we already have a YouTube channel, youtube.com/Guru Grace Stories. The channel name is Sri Sri Guru Grace Stories, and our Art of Living software company, Sumeru Software, they are launching an app, Guru Grace Stories app, where we have recorded Guru stories of more than 121 senior Art of Living teachers from all over the world. So you can just sit and listen to all the miraculous experience, beautiful experiences of various Art of Living teachers and devotees from all around the world. Thank you, Beatriz.
Okay. I go out here and into the channel. Thank
Yes.
you.
Thank
Jai
you.
Gurudev. Yeah, blessings to all of you.
Thank you.